This episode of Stinger Madness is brought to you by Palmer's Smooth Hands. Palmer's Smooth Hands gives you the lovely smooth finish on your tough guy mitts that you're so looking for. Beefcake. Driving a big rig across 3 state lines in one night does wonders for your truck stop pancake stack fun, but it is a highway to hell on your hands. Last thing you want to do is have a case of sandpaper paws while introducing a fellow trucker to the friendly stranger. Lube up those bear claws with Palmer's Soft Hands. Experience the joy of gripping onto another brutish man's fist in a no-holds-barred arm wrestling tournament with the silky tender smoothness that will leave your opponent wondering,
are these hands or the smooth sensation of another man's shaved chest?
Palmer's Soft Hands. The touch is too much. Hello and welcome again to Stinker Madness. This episode we are gearing up for, you probably maybe already guessed it, Over the Top, starring Sylvester Stallone and somebody else.
Robert Loggia.
All right. Well, Sylvester Stallone, for the most part. It's his first appearance on the list, but probably not the last.
Probably not the last. We need to get Rambo 2 in there so that we can do the Rambo, what mean expendable?
Yes. No, we will have Rambo. We will probably also do Expendables 2, and I can guarantee you that my next pick on the stinker list is Death Race 2000. So
he's also in that.
He is coming up. A whole lot of Stallone. Yeah.
Sly.
So, yeah. So talking about Over the Top. Sorry, I've been doing a bit of boozing. You said you saw it, Sam.
I've seen Over the Top, but it's been about 20 years.
About 20 years. Have you ever seen Over the Top, Jackie?
I have not.
I have not either. I always avoided it because I have heard from many sources that it is a terrible movie.
And that you were just never really all that interested in truck driving and arm wrestling.
I am pretty actually interested in truck driving movies. Like, I've seen my fair share of truck driving movies, like Truck Stop Women, that one with Peter Fonda. Convoy. That was the one with Peter Fonda that I'm talking about, right?
No, that Convoy was Chris Christopherson.
Chris Christopherson.
Yeah. That's terrible, actually.
It's real bad.
And that's, what's his face, the famed director's last film, Peckinpah. That was Sam Peckinpah's last movie.
That's too bad for Peckinpah. What was that Peter Fonda movie that you and I watched, Jackie?
Truckin.
No. That's Hollywood Boulevard, but...
Oh, I don't know. I can't remember.
Remember where he's got he's got a kid in the car and the bad gang are trying to steal the trucks.
Yeah,
and so Peter Fonda's solution to get them off his tail is to drop their haul onto the road. They're getting shot at. He's got his kid in the cab.
Yeah, I know. I remember the movie, but I don't remember what
that happened
called.
in Convoy too.
Does Convoy have Peter Fonda?
I don't think it has anybody but Chris Christopherson and some saucy tart. And a lot of slow motion.
I don't think this movie... There is a lot of trucker movies.
There is a lot of trucker movies. And I am
down with trucker movies. I like trucker movies. So I'm pretty excited about Over the Top. I don't care what you guys say. I am pumped. The fun thing about getting so pumped about Over the Top is I've done my research, and it is on a lot of top 10 stinker lists, and they're good stinker lists. They've got Troll 2 and The Room.
Entertainment stinker lists.
These people, they're not just this. These are not lists of just movies that suck. These are movies that you should watch. And then I go to IMDb today, and I'm like, all right, what are the users saying? And I see it, I scroll down, and I'm like, oh, 10 stars? 10 stars? 10 stars? 10 stars? 10 stars. Wow. Bunch of bad movie fans are out there. Then later in the afternoon, I go and read the actual reviews when I got some times. I got some times.
Some good times.
Good times. And the reviews are obviously written by people who don't like bad movies.
Oh, really?
They think it's a good movie. There's some really... the word heartwarming came up a lot in the reviews.
At some point it has to be mentioned that this isn't the last time I saw the film, but my last experience with this film wasn't 20 years ago. It was about 15 years ago when I was, I think, 19.
That's a huge difference.
Well, I was about 19, and I walk in, and it's the tail end, it's the ending of Over the Top. I walk in after getting off work, and my brother was still in high school, and he was visiting my mom's house for the weekend, and they had just finished watching Over the Top, and they were crying. They were crying because it was so heartwarming.
They were touched in their fiddly bits.
And I was disgusted, so I didn't talk to him for about a day. Because I had seen it, and I was like, this movie's fucking terrible. Why are you crying? You can't cry in Over the Top.
Does your family cry? Because I hear a lot of stories about your unnamed brother. Because this is the internet, and I don't want to throw him under the bus, because he's a rad little dude.
Yeah, well, he's not a rad little dude.
And I love your mom,
He's actually weighs like 10 pounds less than me, and he's 30. So.
It seems like the pair of them get together and just have some sob over some crappy movie. Like RoboCop. They get emotional over RoboCop.
I think I let him have it on this one so much that was the end of it.
No, that was the
probably about...
Did they actually cry on, like Rudy? Like, Rudy's the movie all tough guys cry on. Like, oh, that Rudy does such a good job.
I don't think my mom's ever seen Rudy.
Okay, well, you get my point. Like, do they cry on, like, dog movies like Hashi or...
The Old Yeller, everybody cried at Old Yeller.
I didn't.
I cried in the theater at the end of Rambo. Not the newest Rambo, Rambo 4, basically.
Because it was justification for, like, the franchise.
Well, I mean, he was walking down the road, going home at the end.
The story's not emotional.
Well, there was a long road to his dad's house, and it's a long road, and his house hill. I was like, man, Rambo's finally faced his demons after killing 700 people. And now he's ready to face his father.
In the last 2 minutes...
Yeah, but I was like, I feel the pain of Rambo, and I got really sad, and I cried, and I was with two other men, and I cried.
Oh, God damn it, Sam.
And I think that there may have been another thing where I was just crying because I knew there wasn't going to be any more Rambo.
There will probably be more Rambo.
Well, if there's going to be more Rambo, I think it may have been premature crying, but I was very...
No.
I was genuinely touched by that moment.
There's no more Rambo... There will be more Rambo if there's no actual Stallone Rambo. In about 20 years, they will reboot Rambo. And then you can cry. And then I
can cry. No, I was genuinely touched by the sentiment of Rambo walking down It's a Long Road and It's Hard as Hell. Because it was. It was like probably 700 yards of dirt that he had to walk through.
Did you just draw boobies on your paper in front of you?
There's a hairy, veiny dick going in there, too.
Jesus.
Some big time.
So, ladies,
TF,
if you're
you understand acronyms,
if you're single, like we've said before, Sam is single as well, and now you know why.
We should put that on the website. That should be your first blog post. Is just this is what I do during the show. Big time TF.
So, ladies, if you like TF. And you're single,
no lady actually likes that. They like in the porno movies. They're always like, "Oh yeah, this is so hot." Like. No one likes it.
You look like a skeevy pirate.
Actually, I'm pretty sure.
I draw boobs.
I'm pretty sure that the porno ladies actually prefer TF because it means that they're not actually having to do something that is either painful or yucky. It's actually they're just indifferent.
But it's all fun and games until somebody gets squirted in the eye.
Well, yeah. Well, then you just put your chin up. You deflect. It's a trap. Netflix do's and don'ts. I've got some oldies here that we haven't seen for a while. As you may have heard, we're just going to run through these pretty quick, except for this first one. Maybe. 100 Below Zero.
Was that with Costas Mandylor?
No. That was with Jeff Fahey, and he couldn't drive a car to save his goddamn life.
I didn't see that.
Yes, you did.
I didn't see that either.
Yes, you did. It was they were in London. Jeff Fahey's there. He's the scientist, and the kids are trapped in London. And Burr, it's so cold. But they still are wearing t-shirts, and they won't put on a jacket. It was the opposite of the Casper Van Dien movie that we saw, where the Earth goes into the sun.
Actually, because of that, yes. I think that would actually. I'm changing my vote to do it before you watch the Casper Van Dien, what was that one? Meltdown?
Meltdown, yeah.
Yeah. So you get real cold.
That's a good double feature.
And then you're like, oh, I'm not satisfied with this, but then you get real hot because Casper shows up and the temperature rises.
I thought it was fun as shit.
It was fun.
It was super dumb, but super awesome. So
actually, the ending was totally worth it because it made no sense.
Yeah, no, they are a pair. Meltdown and 100 Below Zero. Red Scorpion with Dolph.
Don't.
Really?
I loved it.
I didn't like it at all. I thought it was really stupid. The whole political undertones, got abandoned for
same
him
director.
to train with like a guy walking through the. It was dumb.
Joe Zito directed that, man.
Yeah, don't. Ultimate Weapon starring Hulk Hogan, not Hesperip Thomas, unfortunately.
Can we have like a ride the fence vote on that?
I don't remember seeing that one.
I don't think you actually saw Ultimate Weapon.
I think that was just us.
Yeah, it was just Sam and I. And I say don't.
I think it's kind of a don't.
Yeah. Yeah,
there was a couple of moments, but...
Here's another one that Jackie hasn't seen, unfortunately. God, what do you do on the weekend? Like, do you go out and, like, just per shop the whole time? Or how are you missing all these movies?
Well, somebody has to make the running around here. Let's just see a little
The running?
TF.
The running?
The running of TF.
I think somebody has to make the running around here, and it's me, because I eat the Mamiyama noodles, and I usually get diarrhea on Saturday. And I'm in the bathroom like 4 times. We got to pause the Netflix. It's just terrible.
There's a time and place for the running. And it ain't during stinkers.
I use the stinkers as the time to make stinkers.
Yes.
Runny
in between the stinkers is when you make the runny. The Rage with Nick Nolte, the guy that's awesome. God, Gary Busey. And Costas Mandalore.
No, it was Lorenzo Lamas.
Lorenzo Lamas. Okay, at least. Why? I'm getting all
I like
mixed up
The
on
Rage.
who
I'm
those
going to
guys
go do on that.
Oh, The Rage was a total do within the first 3 minutes.
Yeah, The Rage was
hooked.
doing...
I was super hooked. The acting was so terrible.
Gary Busey was drunk and making up his own lines. Awesome.
Yes. Which is all he should be able to do.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there shouldn't... Actually, I'm pretty sure that he does get lines. He's like, I'm so drunk, I'm not going to say those. Buckle up, Butthorn.
Hey, Hoss. I don't like that shirt either. Get that guy off the set.
Yeah. Give me some more chicken potatoes. What are chicken potatoes? I don't know, but get some.
Yeah.
Splatter, starring Corey Feldman and directed by Joe Dante.
I'm not even going to say that was produced by Joe Dante, not directed.
It says directed by Joe
That
Dante.
sucks, because that makes me feel so bad for Joe Dante, because he hadn't done anything in like 5 years.
You did see Splatter, Jackie.
It was that 5-part webisode. That was a major
It's awful.
I would say do. I thought it was fun. I liked it.
Damn, name one part that was watchable about it.
When he kills people?
He doesn't, actually.
They kill themselves.
He slices that one chick's neck open with a CD.
Oh.
He did do that.
Which, if you want to see that, I Come in Peace starring Dolph Lundgren. At the very advent of C-Day technology, he had this, like, wrist gun that shot these shiny discs that nobody knew what they were. It doesn't stand up to the test of the time because he's killing people with CDs.
All right, well, we're short on time, so we have to move on.
Sure.
Sorry.
I was done.
Yes. The Insidious 2, which Jackie and I watched by ourselves.
And I haven't seen one, so I'm not going to watch it.
I'm going to go ahead and speak for you and say don't. Because
I'm not going to.
It's a don't, but Jackie?
It's a don't.
Yeah, it's a total don't.
Ooh, a horror movie that gets a don't out of Jackie.
Yeah.
That must be horrible.
Here's why
it had some pretty... I mean, it had a good storyline behind it.
No, it didn't.
But here's the thing. The pacing was shit. And then you kind of lost track of the story, and you didn't really know what was going on. And I had to, like, explain the plot to Justin, like, 3 or 4 times.
So, if you've seen Insidious 1, you do know that... And I will just go ahead and tell anybody that hasn't, because you shouldn't see either movie, in my opinion, because Darth Maul's in the first one. This movie was so bad that I missed Darth Maul. I was like, where's Darth Maul? Bring out fucking Darth Maul. I want to see Darth Maul.
He wasn't even in that one.
He wasn't even fucking in it. It was just shit. Now,
Darth Maul or Ray Park?
No, Darth Maul. Darth Maul is the bad guy in Insidious 1. They oh, my son's haunted! Oh, no! Well, in order to unhaunt him, you have to cross over. So they cross over, and they go into, like, this cave area, and the main demon that's haunting the child is fucking Darth Maul.
Well, at least it wasn't a Darth Vader that, when he cut his head off, it was himself. Because that would have been a total...
Now, hold on! In Insidious 2... He goes into the cave, cuts his head off, and it's himself.
So they're just ripping off Star Wars?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, that
now here's the thing that I want to say. A couple things. I want to throw my wife under the bus here for a second. And I actually already explained this to her, but now you go into the netherworld and you fall asleep. That's how you get into the netherworld. It's basically Nightmare on Elm Street. You fall asleep and you go into the netherworld if you have this midi-chlorian count, per se. And, I'm giving myself a mind hand job because I'm so clever. Good radio. Totally lost track of what I was saying. So you go into the netherworld, and if you're dead in the netherworld, you are either a spirit being that could just walk and peruse things in the netherworld, or if you died in a horrific manner, you stay in the existence of how you died.
You already lost me.
If you were, say, murdered while wearing a blanket over your head, in the netherworld, you stay with a blanket over your head, just bumping into things. And that's
actually goes back into early Crusade times Catholicism. If you were a suicide, they'd cut off your head so that in the afterlife you wouldn't be able to see where you were going.
So, but then what's the deal with all the other ghost movies where it's like, oh, if you die of natural causes, then you just go to heaven. But if you were murdered in a terrible, tragic way, you have to haunt the people because you were a violent death.
Yeah, that has nothing to do with this movie.
No, it doesn't. But everything else...
In fact,
it was
I've actually just drawn... I've added to the big time CF.
Well, now I'll segue and give you more bad news about the Insidious 2.
Okay.
It was directed by one James Wan. Familiar with him at all?
Wasn't he part of the Splat Pack?
He is the director of Saw.
I hate his movies.
Yes. Oh, yes, you do. I also hate his movies. There's some other bad things. He did some of the Paranormal Activity movies. You know what's on the docket for James Wan next?
No.
Fast 7. He's currently filming Fast 7.
That's fine. I mean,
is it?
I think that those movies, those really, like, especially Paranormal Activity movies, what they're doing with the budget, sort of, maybe you don't like the movie.
They only have so much fishing line to hang brooms and shit hanging up from the ceiling.
Or, like, here's how much material you'll have to make this movie, and they do it, and it makes money or whatever. So
yeah, but that's all he's ever done is make crappy horror movies.
I think that he had made some Hong Kong action movies before. I won't be quoted as saying that, but...
I'm now concerned. I'm now concerned about the Fast series.
But you know...
Well, I was concerned when Paul Walker went down.
Yeah, me too.
I think the reactors were replaceable. I think you need a guy that understands the franchise and doesn't bullshit it up.
Well,
actually, he should bullshit it up.
Justin
Lin did the most amazing job ever imaginable. He hadn't really
done anything before that.
Yeah, exactly. He was fresh meat. Like, he could not... Either way.
I don't know. Let's move on.
Move on. Stinker news. The Star Wars future movies, the ones that are coming out, produced by Disney, are going to ignore the expanded universe. Like, they're set after the Return of the Jedi.
And they're not going to have Jason Solo.
No Jason Solo, no Admiral Thrawn, no Clone of the Empire.
No Imperial Knights?
No Imperial Knights.
Nerd, you don't understand what the hell they're talking
about. No Cade
You don't have to be a nerd to understand that they're throwing canon into the toilet. So it should be interesting.
I think it's going to be terrible.
I think it's going to be interesting. But I've heard that some things that aren't real appeasing.
Appointing.
February 20th, new movie starring Natalie Portman and one Ewan McGregor. Anybody want to guess genre? Just throw out Natalie Portman and Ewan McGregor.
Romance.
Yep, romance.
Romance. No, it is a spaghetti western.
Fucking awesome.
Called Janie Got a Gun.
Oh, that's not awesome, but I might watch it anyway.
So Aerosmith's getting paid for this?
They better.
It still has the potential to be awesome because you never know.
So
I don't know. Janie Got a Gun is such a crap song.
She's like a skinny, cute lady. I don't know what do you call Natalie Portman?
Natalie Portman.
She's a strong
Western,
but tough old gal.
What do I usually
likable? And her husband dies. He's murdered by bandits. So she's got to hire the one guy.
Okay, so it's The Unforgiven with Audrey Hepburn and Burt Lancaster.
Except for starring Natalie Portman and Ewan McGregor.
Huh. Well, hopefully she doesn't break her back in a stunt and then hold up filmmaking for 6 months, which actually happened.
Sounds like she's probably not going to do any stunts. But
yeah, she's not really a stunt kind of lady.
Not really, unless it's ballet. In theory.
Okay, anyway, moving on.
You do know that.
Yeah, the Black Swan, we get it.
Yeah, just go.
Wolf Cop.
Wolf
I'm super excited about this. I saw the trailer.
If we could give you some advice, stop listening. Actually, don't stop listening because we're
on
awesome.
fire.
We're on fire. We got some good things coming up. But after this is over, just go to YouTube and Google, or don't Google, YouTube Wolf Cop. Because, oh boy, if this comes to our town, I'm going. I'm so going. It's going to be like Sharknado.
Mm-hmm.
Like, as soon as the buzz picks up, this is easily Sharknado-esque. The internet should take this by storm, and everybody should view this movie. I think.
Oh, I'm with you. I want to see this movie bad. I mean, I'm like, yeah. What else is there to say about this movie other than will you, won't you, will you, won't
I think
you,
it's
won't you
gonna be
join
like,
the gang?
I think it's in like if Teen Wolf grew up or whatever
And
became an
a
alcoholic cop. It looks awesome.
Oh yeah.
If you watch
I'm pretty
Teen
sure
Wolf
that if
anytime
Teen Wolf
soon,
was to grow up, I'm not sure if he would go down the cop. He has some other career avenues, but either way, he would definitely be an alcoholic.
they wouldn't let him in the NBA.
yeah,
no.
he might claw somebody.
Oh, so he got rejected by the NBA, and then outside of Madison Square Garden, some guy was like, "That's a bummer, dude. You want to do some H?" So he went on this total like heroin binge, and then he got off of it.
Actually,
but
what
to
happened
replace it, he's got to replace it with coke.
Was in
and then alcohol.
The last game of the high school career of Teen Wolf, he decided not to be a Teen Wolf. But
he was disturbed by the penis.
The scout was sitting next to the guy who pulled his wiener out at the end of the movie, and he left before he signed.
Like, fuck the NBA, too many dicks!
Too many dicks. This guy likes Teen Wolf too much.
So then he became Wolf Cop.
Wolf Cop, right.
Washed up Wolf Cop.
Ready to bust dicks.
Busting dicks.
Just get your dick out of this town, buddy.
I'm surprised.
But in the trailer, though, we know that Teen Wolf grew up to be Wolf Cop with a huge penis because they had a horse scene.
The horse
where the lady was like, "Oh, what big teeth you have," and zip. Oh, and big everything else.
She just said and something else. You didn't even know if it's big. He could have a 4-inch boner. You never know.
But she implied that
it could be 4-inch balls.
4-inch balls and a 2-inch boner. Yeah. Those are some big.
Those are
nuts.
big balls. Damn.
Was that the end of the news?
That is the end of the news.
I'm really surprised that you missed this. The movie about Edwin Rommel, the Desert Fox, where Tom Cruise is going to play Edwin Rommel as the Desert Fox. They were originally wanting to make a sort of like counter-spec or a...
yeah, I thought you hated Tom Cruise. Why are you following him?
Because I think he's an idiot. Anyway, so...
You want to have man sex with him.
It's... Like, opposite of Patton, say, like, oh, we're going to make a movie like Patton, but we're going to try to sympathize with the Nazis, and they had written a script, they've already gone through their third script, now the working title is not The Desert Fox, it's Hot Fox, because it's in the desert, because I think it's going to appeal to a younger audience.
Oh, god damn it.
So
Jesus
then M. Night Shyamalan comes...
No!
Yes.
Oh, no!
But now it's set on Mars.
Oh, god damn it.
And it's actually the descendant of Edwin Rommel on Mars.
Wait a butthole.
Actually, now you're talking my language.
Yeah. I just made all of that up. Again. Twice in a row you fall.
Running low on time, and you decide to do that to us, huh? Nice. All right. Well, we got to move on. We got a new segment. It's called Who's a Dumbass? And in this segment, we decide, actually, who's a dumbass. I will read you... I'm going to tell you the name of a movie, and I'm going to read you 2 reviews on Amazon.com, and you have to choose which one is the accurate review. The movie is Ghostbusters 2.
Ghostbusters 2.
Yes. Pretty much, the first review, 3 stars, pretty much on par with late Abbott and Costello. Since I did not see the film when it came out, presumably in a movie generation with which these then younger comics were in tune, it is impossible for me to see it as it was seen 25 years ago. In 2014, it seemed a tired manifestation of well-worn gestures, body language, and badinage.
That's not it.
I'm not really sure what badinage
That guy's just trying to sound awesome.
is. The next review is 5 stars, great. Entertaining sequel, great storyline, perfect cast, personality fits with each character perfectly. Watch this twice and probably... supposed to be probably.
Right, I'm guessing.
Probably again.
Huh.
I'll be back.
I'm guessing it's the first one is the review for Ghostbusters 2.
I'm
Jackie?
guessing it's the second one. Nobody writes that nice of a... I don't know. Nobody uses that one word just to fucking talk
Badinage?
Yeah, nobody uses a word like that.
I am pretty sure nobody has ever used the word badinage ever in existence because it's not actually a word. Yeah. So, sticking with the first one.
I'm going with the first one.
You guys are both going with the first one.
She said the second
going
one.
with the
the second one. Oh, okay. Sam is correct. Sam won.
Because Ghostbusters 2 actually sucks. If you watch it.
It does.
It sucks bad.
Damn it.
Yep. The second review was for Expendables 2.
Which was pretty amazing.
I loved it.
Yes, it was great. Now we've got another segment. I'm not so sure if we're going to do the Who's a Dumbass, which is too bad because it's a great title. We should expand on the Who's a Dumbass because it kind of actually was a little boring. But I want to play a game show called Who's a Dumbass someday. The next one is called Stinker Thinkers. Where
we gotta get the game.
Oh no! There's actual production behind Stinker Thinkers. So how?
I'm your host, Jackie.
Live from the Elmbrook West Studios, it's Stinker Thinkers.
So how Stinker Thinkers works is there is 3 movies that Jackie is going to read. They are all stinkers. She's going to read the tagline and the plot synopsis, and the first one between Sam and I to buzz in and correctly answer gains a point. That's pretty much it.
All right.
Go ahead when ready, Jackie.
Okay, the first one. Something happens when she hears the music. It's her freedom. It's her fire. It's her life. That's the tagline. Alex Owens is a female dynamo, steel worker by day, exotic dancer by night.
Flashdance.
Oh, Sam got it.
Damn. Nice call.
All right, you guys ready for round 2?
Yes.
Just when you thought it was safe to raid the fridge.
Shit.
No, that's not
Gremlins.
Right. No.
Damn it.
So go ahead and read it. I have got a guess now. You can read the whole
Okay.
thing out.
And here is the plot synopsis. Simon Waterman, a space archaeologist, discovers the blank in a cave in Peru. Cecile Waterman, Simon's evil twin brother and snack food entrepreneur, kidnaps the creature. What Cecil doesn't know is that the creature, when chopped up, regenerates into many new
Critters.
Oh, fuck.
and they are mean. Yes.
Critters.
No, you were
No, I got it.
You only get
You
one
don't
guess.
get-
I know, but I don't
Go
get any
ahead.
points. Ginger Dead Man.
No, Munchies.
I don't
Munchies
know
from
it.
1987.
Oh, I've never
It
seen
was a generic
Munchies.
rip-off of the Gremlins.
I've
Or
seen
Critters.
Munchie.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Suck.
Here's the
Yeah,
last
that
one
sucked.
for you,
Oh,
gentlemen.
0 for 2.
Tagline: Detective Joe Bomowski's mom is in town for a visit. She did the laundry.
Stop or my mom will shoot.
Yes, I
Damn
was
it!
with
Damn it!
Sylvester
Damn
Stallone
it!
movie since
Damn
it's
it!
in our.
Detective Mom is all I needed, and you were too fast.
2-0, sir.
Oh,
2-0.
yes.
No, you only got one.
I
You
got the first
Stop or
one.
Mom a shoot.
No, the first one was Flashdance.
Cock.
Yeah,
2-0,
2
baby.
to nothing, dude.
No. Sam, 2-zip. Stinker Thinkers.
So yeah, I think I picked some good ones there.
Those were good. All right, moving on.
Moving on. Is all we have left my bullshit about the film?
Our little piece.
Well,
About,
we're going to intro
Over the Top.
Over the Top.
Yeah, we will introduce. How do we always set this up again? Actually, how did we set this up last time? We're just going to do the improv of what we think the
Oh
movie's
no, I'm
going to
going
be.
to do my
Oh, yes, go ahead.
bullshit
Oh, your
here.
bullshit.
My
Yes,
bullshit.
that
Yes.
bullshit.
Boring bullshit.
Boring bullshit, which will catch you off.
Over the Top, guess what? We have done 4 movies now, and guess how many of them will have been done by Canon Films at this point? 3!
3 of them.
This one is directed by Menahem motherfucking Golan, one of the Golden Globus.
Wow, really? Is his middle name motherfucking?
Yeah, it is, actually.
Fucking, truckin'.
Everybody's doing it now.
His other canon films that he directed, of note, there's others, but Delta Force and Enter the Ninja, which are both very strong. Sylvester Stallone was one of the screenwriters. Sterling Silliphant, also a screenwriter, known for Towering Inferno, and 46 other Hollywood screenplays. Wow. Last thing I have of note, this is starring Terry Funk.
I don't have a funk soundtrack.
You have a funk soundtrack?
No.
Terry Funk is the only man in 8 different wrestling Hall of Fames, including both WWE and WCW.
Yeah!
So, but it should be. I'm actually kind of excited knowing that this is directed by Menahem Golan, because he sets the pace for how canon films like to make their movies.
Stinky.
Well, not boring.
Stinky. I just had to do it again. I'm sorry.
No, that's just Sam when we actually watch the movie after he eats the mama noodles.
The Yamamama.
Yamamama.
I got that one. All right, well, that's interesting. I can't believe we've done 3 of 4.
I can't believe that was so short. I'm so proud of you for really getting your bullshit down to like 30 seconds.
Well, I could talk about Menahem Golan for 30 minutes, so I'm just not going to.
Maybe we should have a sub-podcast called Menahem Golan with Sam.
Yoram Globus is the other half of the team.
Oh, then
Golan Globus.
Then you can make a full-time job out of it. That would pay nothing.
If there's anybody out there,
I would rather burn my asshole with Mama Yama.
Sam, you will. Sam will accept your donations on funanything.com. Go to funanything.com/Sam's a douche.
Yep, and then we will at one point end up with a riveting documentary on the Golan Globus and canon films history.
That nobody will watch.
Yeah. I'm out. So, Over the Top.
Even though 3 of the 4 films we've already watched have been made by these guys.
Yeah, it's different to watch a movie than a crap documentary.
Yeah. Documentaries are stupid.
Yeah, I only like documentaries with awesome pictures.
I'm pretty excited about...
the Glow one. We just watched the Glow documentary.
Yeah, the Glow documentary.
That's a Netflix do.
Netflix do. Okay,
Netflix
good call. Speaking of Netflix...
Nighthawks, Netflix do.
Jesus H.
Yeah.
I'd like to talk about something intelligence for a second. Intelligence?
Yeah.
I have drank too much to talk about anything intelligent.
Ooh, let's do an improv about what we think this is going to be.
I think that's a great idea. So, Sam will be portraying Sylvester Stallone, or Lincoln Hawk, I believe.
Lincoln Hawk. And at some point, I may periodically show up as Cool Keith just rapping about diesel trucking.
I think that's a terrible idea.
Okay, well, I'll do it right now. Hit the air brakes. Give it...
Oh my god.
Damn it. You should have let me dial up the psh on the soundboard.
Yeah, a little more notice.
Sorry.
We have sound effects now.
Wait, I
I
don't have air brakes. I have Jake brakes. We grew up in Idaho, so we know what that means.
I know.
Jackie will be portraying the son of...
Turn on my dad!
Of the improv hasn't started, of Sylvester Stallone's character,
excited.
And I will be a wrestler per se.
No, Terry Funk isn't the main bad guy. It's some other guy.
No, I will be just portraying an arm wrestler.
Okay,
which is back-to-back performances by me as a wrestler per se.
My mom is dead, and you don't even care.
And begin.
I don't even respect you. The only way I will ever respect you is if you're in an arm wrestling tournament.
Did anybody say arm wrestling tournament?
You can take him, Dad.
I believe that sounds delightful.
Okay, ready, get set, go, Bob Monkeys, go! Oh, you can do it, Dad. You can do it.
Did you know that while I was arm wrestling, I became the world champion of arm wrestling and also an official historian of
snapped your
arm.
neck. Yeah, he got you so good, Mister.
That sucks for that guy because now he doesn't have any more lines.
I'm pretty sure that's how the movie's going to go.
Why is it that anytime you're improving, you
Just scream
have
and then
to
end scene.
well, now nobody gets any more lines. Like, that's the end of it. You
Because I was
just get
out of lines. I couldn't think of anything else to say.
Well, that's your problem.
It's all
Maybe
about
Sam and I were.
me.
Yes, exactly.
It's all about me.
And on that bombshell, I've got. I had a new tagline for us because I'm not down with
Actually, I got a really good tagline to end the show. I really got to take a piss. Stop the show. No, I'm serious.
No, I don't like that tagline.
Oh, I do.
Boy.
Boy.
Oh, I know what it was! The new tagline for the show officially is Get to the Chopper.
Get to the chopper!